Hey everybody, this is T, and we're back with another episode of Heat of the Week. Today we have, first of all, a special guest, my bestie. She is part of my hot squad today. This is Chanel, and she is the owner and CEO of Sinful Wishes. And while we're mentioning her business, this week is all about Black-owned businesses and minding our Black owned businesses. And I say our as in the community, like helping each other, uplifting each other, promoting each other, and supporting each other. So that's what this week is all about. And me and Chanel are going to dive in and basically give you all a glimpse at just a few of our favorite and personal favorite Black businesses that we patronize and we use on a daily. So actually, Chanel, I guess we could just get right on into it. We'll give everybody some insight into the products and the brands that we love, and then yeah, y'all check all them out. We'll leave all Instagram tags and websites and things like that all in the description for you. So yeah, and we'll include pictures and everything. So Chanel, take it away.
All right, so the best way for me to get started is started with food. So the first person I want to start off with is Kiki's Chicken and Waffles. This is a place that is well known in Columbia, South Carolina. A lot of celebrities have stopped there. She has two locations, one on Two Notch Road and one in Harbison. And both are doing phenomenal. I love, crazy thing is, I don't really eat waffles. However, the chicken, I think it's the soul food plate, the fried chicken, the collard greens, the green beans, the mac and cheese, like it's all so delicious. So yeah, it's crazy. I don't eat waffles, but yeah, delicious.
Yeah, I did. I never knew that. But listen, you can make an exception for Kiki because sis is doing it. Okay. Not only does Kiki own these two locations, but sis worked a full-time job and everything else. She is out here doing it, and I'm so glad that Columbia has that type of representation here because we always hear about like Roscoe's and Gladys Knight and big cities, where we would have to travel to. We got it in our backyard. So shout out to Kiki. Shout out to Kiki.
Yes, and she has a food truck if I'm not mistaken. So that's even better.
There we go. She coming to you. It's mobile.
Exactly.
Yes, Kiki. So we're gonna stick with the food. I'll start off with a healthy option and give you all the groove smoothie bar.
I love
Smoothie and
food.
juice. I know. They're on Garners Ferry Road in Columbia, South Carolina. So if you're in the area, definitely check them out. Black owned. And the groove is that, like, that is their concept. It embodies the groove of the Black community. Black music, Black artistry, everything on top of keeping y'all healthy and replenishing nutrients that you need and things like that, with the fruits and vegetables that they choose. And not only that, their smoothies are just delicious. Like, okay, let's call a spade a spade. Like a smoothie is a smoothie, right? But you know how you can go to a get something, but then when you make it at home, it's like, wait, that ain't the same thing, right? But the groove is something about the groove and what they do. They put like a little extra love in it, and their smoothies are just better. I just have to say, I've been drinking tropical smoothie for years, but when I went to, like, oh no, like this top tier right here, like it's so good, it's so good. So I recommend them to everybody. The groove is where it's at, and the atmosphere is nice as well. So, yeah.
Oh, and don't forget the name of their smoothies are named after songs.
They are, and we were supposed to look that up. Hold on. So I know they have
I
one
did actually.
called,
So
huh?
I like Sweet Love. They got one called Sweet Love. And
Mm-hmm.
then strawberry, mango, banana, and almond milk. Love it.
See, and I
They got
love
another
I, that sounds good.
they
That
got another
sounds
one called
really
Mint
good.
Plain of Georgia. Tastes like
That
candy.
that's the one I was thinking of. And I love juice. The
Oh
juicy fruit
yeah.
one is good. Ah, y'all just try them out. But see how the
Oh,
you go in there, you see records, vinyl records, and tributes to legends. Like I,
mhm.
I just love it. So the groove, check it out.
All right. So since you talking about smoothies and being healthy, I have to switch it and go to desserts. So Lita's Tree. Um, they also have two locations in Columbia, South Carolina. But they make cupcakes. And they have one location off of Killian Road, and the other location is in Dutch Square Mall. And let me tell you, these cupcakes are amazing. And I recently started getting closer to Lita and her husband, and they have been very supportive of my business. They've been taking my business cards and putting them at their locations, as well as even giving me tips on how to make the business even better. So I love that they want to help other Black-owned businesses succeed as well.
Yeah, that's amazing. I normally like if I'm gonna go to Lita's, I go to the one here in Killian as well. And I didn't notice, but I would have told her, "Girl, this is my best friend." Like, yeah, you got her business cards. Yes, that's what we're supposed to be doing.
Mhm,
Though. That's what this is all about. Because we all can eat.
mhm.
All can eat. We all can have a seat at the table. We all can create our own table. So, and we can help each other.
Yep.
Grow and be a force in the community. So, shout out to Lita for that. I love that networking and
Big shout
everything.
out to Lita.
On top of having some bomb
Mhm.
cupcakes.
Exactly, and I think you can order their cupcakes. I don't know if it's on Grubhub on that side of town, but my sister's been ordering them from, like, Grubhub or DoorDash. So, big
Oh
shout out to Lita.
yeah, yes, Lita. Yes. So my next one. Okay, we did the healthy. We did dessert. Okay, this is just one of my personal faves, and one of my friends, Chef G Jones. We're gonna do personalized food now. Okay, G is just amazing. If y'all haven't heard of Chef G Jones, look for him media. You will see the goodness that he creates. I had never tasted anything like this man's food before. And it's when I tell you it touch your spirit and you just be like, you don't want to. And I know I don't call myself a foodie, but golly, like G food is so amazing. Amazing. And he normally does like pop-ups where he'll say like, all right, I got plates, like I'm gonna be serving at this part of town or whatever, like meet me here, pre-order, whatever like that. And it's amazing. My mom even got her crew, her employees, like the whole shift. Like, okay, is G gonna be like, yeah, like that's gonna be our dinner, that's gonna be our lunch, whatever like that. So shout out to G. He does private dinners. He does, I know he just did like a Valentine's Day dinner. He also did a Valentine's Day like a date event for singles and couples, and he does cooking classes, private cooking classes, things like that. So it's like a catered service, but the food, like you in your life. That's
Delicious.
yeah, it's so good. Like I can't even explain. It's like chicken and waffles, shrimp and grits. I done seen lobster, and
Ooh,
he
ooh.
does. He told me he can do vegan. He can do any and everything you ask for. Italian, like
Okay,
anything.
Chef G.
It's really
Jones.
good. Yeah, yeah. We gonna have to do like a cooking class or something like that with G. It's so good.
Yes, yes. Tell him he got a new person. I'm gonna be finding him very soon.
Here we go.
All right. So this next person that I want to recognize is also in the Columbia, South Carolina area. And her business is the Crown Beauty. And so the Crown Beauty is a hair care, body care company. She's probably been out as long as I have, which is about 3 or 4 years. She was the first other business owner that I've met with that had a small business, and we were both figuring things out together and trying to understand. But this right here that I'm holding is a charcoal lemongrass detox scrub. Now, what I love is she tries to use a lot of natural products. So, like this one has black salt, black charcoal powder, olive oil, grapeseed oil, sweet almond oil, lemongrass essential oils. So it's really, really good that her detox is like super natural. Her hair care line. So
Yeah.
it's perfect for natural hair, which we love our natural curls. But she has shampoo, conditioner, oils to use, as well as she makes body oils. So that's another great thing about her company. So big shout out to the Crown Beauty. And matter of fact,
Yes, I'm gonna have to.
a scrunchie comes with it as well. So I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, oh, I ordered a detox scrub and she gave me a scrunchie so I can make it into like a really spa like type of thing.
Yes, I love that. I love that. I'm definitely all into natural body care and things like that. My skin is sensitive anyway, but anything natural when it comes to my hair, my skin, and I love me an oil. Like jump out the shower, put some oil, like oil on before you about to go to sleep. It's amazing. All right, well, shout out to Crown Beauty. I definitely am gonna have to purchase some of her products and get some to go, start introducing into my regimen, my everyday
Mm-hmm.
regimen. And since we're talking about personal care, self care, and things like that has been such a priority for me within the past year. And I came across this esthetician named Desi, and she's gonna be my business that I talk about now. Like Desi is amazing. So the actual studio was called Palmetto Body Lounge, I believe, but now it's called Therapy, and she's located on Two Notch Road. But Desi does it all, literally. I go to Desi for any and every service that I'm thinking of or that I need. She does hair removal, she does massages, she does facials, she does steam, she does it all. Okay? And not only that, she's very, very, very good, very professional, very pleasant, to work with and to have as your esthetician. She's very personable. Like I really, really, really enjoy going to her. It's almost like going to see my homegirl, but she helping me, she getting me right. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
Desi,
I
like,
got you.
yeah, her studio is so nice. Like I love it. It's so chic and like a little bit of glam and just very chic, very calming and serene. Like the vibe and energy is really good. And she takes really good care of you. Ladies, if you're going for any type of really any service, sis will give you wine and fruit and all that, okay? Like treat you like that, okay? So I am here for Desi, and she is one of my favorite people now. I know she'd be like, "Girl, I see you every week," but it's all good. Like I really, yeah, I really love her services. It's very affordable. Yeah, she just takes really good care of you, and I love that. Be a black-owned business that gives great service, very competitive service. So I love it.
Mm-hmm.
hmm So y'all check out Desi
Girl, I'm
Therapy.
over here now trying. I'm trying to check her out right now. I'm trying to get me a
Yes.
facial. Come on, Desi, I'm
Yes.
ready.
Oh,
You talking about wine and fruit? Okay, let me get a whole spa day out of her.
yes. I love it. She's good.
So yes, big shout out to her. Okay,
Yes.
so I'm gonna switch it up a little bit since we're talking about skincare and self care. I'm going to turn it to a little bit more hair care, body care type thing. So I want to recognize LaWanda Michelle, and she actually does Tory Bell Cosmetics. And so I purchased these lovely
Okay.
animated eyelashes from her. And I love them because you have the full eyelash as well as the individuals as well. And there is actually a magnetic
Ooh.
liner that goes with it so I can get that all right. So I don't know if you know me, but I don't really do lashes. But I am holding these because I am taking pictures with my daughter next month. So I'm excited to try them out.
Oh.
She personally helped me figure out which ones would be perfect for me, just because this is not my arena. So I big shout also a principal, plus she has her own business, so I'm all here for it to help support. So shout out to Lawanda.
Yes, LaWanda. Go ahead, girl. Girl, them pictures gonna come out so pretty.
I
That's
know.
gonna be so pretty on you too. That is how you do your how you do your lashes.
I'm gonna go live
Edit,
where
right?
people can see it.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, I get it. That's gonna be so nice. Oh, shout out to LaWanda. Sis is
Hmm.
doing it.
Exactly.
She is doing it. Okay. So, carrying on with taking care of yourself, I want to shout out two companies actually. This is a two for one. So, I've been diving in to keeping myself healthy and taking care of myself, my body, inside and out. I have turned to herbalism and alkalinity and veganism and things like that. So, I
Hmm.
discovered a company called All Natural Healing, and the owner's name is Karina, and she is from Texas. But the website has like every different type of herb or herbal supplement that you can think of. She has tea, she has capsule form, she has the actual root form, and they're all authentic herbal supplements from the various countries or from the coast or wherever. And I'm not going to get too educational, but I recommend herbal supplements to everybody when it comes to cleaning out your systems, when it comes to just keeping your body regulated and healthy, especially in times like these where we have COVID going on. And not to say that these herbs cure or prevent or whatever, but it will help you to be stronger internally when it comes to your immune system, your nervous system, your lymphatic system, and everything. It nourishes your body and keeps it regulated. So I just kind of want to show off some of her products. You have the, see if you can see it. This is the colon cleanse bottle, and it has three supplements: the rhubarb, rude, cascara sagrada, and prodigiosa. And I'll show that one next. But she also, like I said, has this is a leaf form of an herb, and it's mullein. And I'll show a little bit
Ooh.
of, but they come in like the packs, and I don't know if you can see, but this is like the actual root you put in the tea. Um, you got to have, if you don't do anything, sea moss and elderberry. This is the actual elderberry.
Yes.
Sea moss and elderberry. If you don't do any other herb, I recommend sea moss and elderberries to everybody. I drink elderberry tea
Hmm.
literally every day. Now, sometimes drink it through a straw because you don't want it to stain your teeth. But elderberry is really good. It's one of those teas I don't have to add anything to because, of course, these are natural teas.
Hmm.
These are teas that are healthy for you, so they're bitter. But you get you some agave, some key lime, put it in your tea, and you're good to go. Um,
Hmm. Right.
So the second company is the Alkaline Journey, and I don't have their packet, but the Alkaline Journey shop is where I mostly get my sea moss, and this is like not even that's my label, but
Ooh.
these are my sea moss capsules that I single day. Um, and I store it in a jar like this, glass jar with some cotton balls in it to keep it from swelling. But again, authentic herbs. And these companies like this help you to understand. They give you descriptions of each herb and what they're used for, what the benefits are, how you can combine them all. Y'all, get on it. You
Mhm.
know, get you some sea moss, get you whatever. Just start exploring, and you'll find things like any ailment or anything that you're like, okay, I want to not fix, but I want to improve this part of my body. I want to improve
Mhm.
this in my body. You can find an herb for it. So I just recommend everybody just explore at the least, just explore it. So shout out to All Natural
I
and the Alkaline Journey Shop.
Yeah, shout out to them. And you said they're from Texas?
So one is from Texas. I'm not really sure where the Alkaline Journey shop is located, but both of them have websites that I'll put in the description. Mm-hmm.
Okay, prayers for Texas right now because they're going through it
Oh,
right now.
pray for Texas. Seriously, we can't even think about this rain we have. I no, I have friends and family in Texas, and it's horrible out there. So definitely praying for you guys out there in Texas. Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Okay. So the next company that I want to recognize is actually my business coach, Nikisha Smith. So I recently started with the business coach in December of last year, and she has been pushing me to go to greater heights. And what that meant was
Yes,
last week, last couple weeks, she dared me to go live for 10 days straight, and I'm like, I don't go live. And
you
she's like,
did it.
you're gonna go live. And I was like, ugh. And she was like, I dare you to go live. I was like, okay, I'm gonna take a dare. I'm gonna take that challenge. And she was like, 5 days on Instagram and 5 days on Facebook. So believe it or not, I was getting a lot of traction on Instagram and Facebook up until the point where I kind of got hooked to live. So now, even if it's for like 5 or 10 minutes, I'm going live just to say, hey, I'm here. How y'all doing? This is what I got coming up. Because honestly, there's always something to talk about our business. And it's good to hear from customers because I can't see my customers on a daily basis. That's that one time I can get that interaction. It's even harder now with COVID because I used to, nice to go to house if it was in Colombia. But now I got a couple things stopping me. One is COVID. Two, I am currently in a boot. So I really can't physically get anywhere for the next month. So everything's getting shipped.
Yeah.
My closest way to talk to everybody is go live. So big shout out to her because I've been seeing a huge change with my business since starting with her. And again, that was in December. So she's turning it around. So big shout out to her. I know she also has a magazine called SOMCZ magazine, which is for the local Columbia area. And it recognizes a lot of Black owned businesses. So she's always trying to find ways to help
Nice.
uplift and push those Black owned businesses.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, you even got me going live, girl.
By, by last minute change. It worked out so
But you know
well.
what though? It did like I'll do anything for you. But it did like I don't know, like I didn't feel any type of way. Like I loved it actually. Like it was cool. It really just felt like I was talking to you, my friend.
Mhm.
We're talking about our businesses and things like that. But I actually love it, and that was my very first time. So I think that's actually a great tip. And what you said is so true. You cannot really
Mhm.
connect with your customers on a personal level like that anymore. So that is a great way to do so, and just have them join, ask questions, talk to you directly on things like that. I love it. Shout out to
And you know
her.
that one video we did over
Mhm.
100 views.
You lying? What?
Oh, I checked it today. We have over 100 views. So
Oh
it's
my
definitely
gosh,
it's
girl,
not just the
that's
product we sell, but
crazy.
it's the inspiration we have. Is that we're friends and we're both doing big things. So yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
what? Girl, see, next time, make sure I look okay. Because,
We'll talk a little bit more about us being on live together a little later in this show,
yes,
I'm sure.
yes, you will. Girl, I cannot believe that. But I'm really proud of you. And I thank you for adding me on to that. I really do. Because, I just started. Not that I don't know anything about business, but I'm just starting. And you didn't have to do that. So
Mhm.
thank you, bestie.
You know I got you, girl.
Okay. So you did your coach. I'm gonna talk about, speaking of coaches, we segue that way. So speaking I want to talk about Pride Sports. So shout out to Cedric Warren. He is the founder, CEO, the brain behind Pride Sports. And what that is a nonprofit organization that allows minority youth the opportunity to engage and learn and gain skill set in sports outside of football and basketball. So you have your tennis and lacrosse and soccer and things of all those sports that our community normally doesn't indulge in. And not only is he providing this opportunity for the children, but he's doing it from two different states. So he has the camp going in Indiana, and he has business here in Colombia for the sports. And I think that's remarkable because he started this before even locating to Indiana. You did. And I think that's very remarkable.
Hmm.
Shout out to Sid and Pride Sports. Um, uh, Parents, if you have minority youth, it is a great idea to get them involved in some of these,
Hmm.
and to open their minds up to what opportunities the world can really bring them. Because we have to really embrace that even though we may be the minority, our possibilities are
Hmm.
not. Possibilities are endless. And a lot of our kids are only exposed to what we give them, and I think it's important to, I don't have kids, but I know how I was as a child, and the opportunities and experiences that I had allowed me to open my mind and know that the world is not this small. So um getting off my soapbox, but shout out to Prize. We'll link their
Yes, and big shout out
the
to
website.
Cedric because he has a podcast as well, Said Talk.
Good. Yeah, he does, and we
Hmm.
will podcast down below too. I believe is available on Spotify, Apple, and a couple of other. Gosh, I always get tripped up on my words. A couple of other. But yeah, shout out to Seth doing big things. That's what I'm talking about. It's all
Yeah.
so yeah. Shout out to Seth.
And let's see, I met Cedric in college. What about you?
Ooh, me and Seth went to middle school together.
Oh, well, see, it's all those connections. Like all of our friends and everything are doing big things along with us. We
Yeah,
all got businesses that we're growing. And
yeah.
speaking of friends, my best friend that I've known since I was 5, Lawanda Govey.
Forever.
Yes. She has a business called My Flawless Decor. And she makes coasters and she's also working on making pillowcases, different types of pillowcases. Some will have
Yes.
fur, some will have, different writings on it. So I am like super excited because I want those pillowcases so bad. I've already given her all of my ideas of what I would love to see pillowcases look like. So she is currently in the working stages of that. So big shout out to LaWanda. LaWanda actually introduced me to Tiandra. So that is the best thing she could have done.
LaWanda, that is my girl. Hey, LaWanda. Yes, I can't wait to see her business blossom as well. I don't know why, but I thought that she was doing interior decorating, like actually physically doing decorating. I didn't know that she was actually creating, which is bomb. That's what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go ahead and get
Oh,
me
yeah.
some and pillowcases. I'm all here for it. LaWanda is my girl, y'all.
Yes.
While we're talking about
Yes.
this networking and relationships, first of all, LaWanda was my college roommate. Matter of fact, she was one of my first friends in college. She introduced me to she. We all now them two been best friends for forever, but we've been friends for years, well over. I don't want to tell my age, but maybe 10 years. 10 years,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Because I
Like,
met you when I was 17.
bam, yeah.
I'm not going to tell my age now, but yeah.
Look,
Been a few
ain't,
years.
ain't none of y'all business, but but no, but like
Not at
we've
all.
been friends since we were teenagers. So shout out to Lawanda, and I'm so
Mm-hmm.
glad we get to network like this together, just like how we were just talking about said. Yeah, shout out to all y'all.
Big shout out.
Um, so now I want to shout out my girl Rita B. So a lot of people in the Columbia area may know Rita B as a hairstylist, as a beautician. And she was that for a very long time. She actually did my hair since the age of 16, 15, something like that. She's one of the only people I trust with these tresses. Always kept me right. But
Mm-hmm.
now gone. Ooh, stuff flying. Anyway, Rita Rita has gone full time into her art, which I'm so happy about. I'm very proud of her, and because she is bomb at literally everything she does. She's has such a creative mind, and throughout the pandemic, she just went full force and just grew and grew and grew, which I love. Everybody is seeing her talent. She provided paint and shipped and sold paint kits to people throughout the pandemic. I believe she's still doing it. She provides actual painting. She was doing the sip and paint parties prior to that. I've actually gone to one of her parties as well. But just to show a little bit, she draws it for you. And this is like two pieces that we did there
Ooh,
that she
love
drew out for me. And we did this during one of the versus battles. I believe it was like Jagged Edge and 112. Something cute, right? Yeah.
that.
So,
I love those.
huh?
I said I love those.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. That's my dog. So, shout out to Rita. If you are, looking for paint kids or you want to have a paint party, whether it's for kids or yourself or a romantic little date night at the house, check out Rita B. I'm gonna leave her information in the description box as well. But yeah, that's my girl. She be doing it.
All right, big shout out to Rita because that's not a bad idea for a little sip and paint. Great date
Yeah,
night ideas.
it's so relaxing.
Mm-hmm. Um, my next person that I want to recognize is the person who created my website and my new logo. So this is LaFay Graphics LLC with Dana Millen, and she created my website. She created my new logo, and she really took her time with me. As well as she was like, "Hey, can you drop off a couple of your products? Like, I want to really get an idea of your candles and your wax melts and your room sprays. So I dropped them off. And by the time she was done with the website, she was like, "Oh, by the way, I have about 85 photos of your products, and they're in the Dropbox for you." And I'm like, "What? You are phenomenal, like professional." And like 85 photos goes a
That's
long
amazing.
way. And she even showed me how to edit them,
Yes.
so I can continuously reuse them. Like amazing. So big shout out to Dana.
I love
And
that.
she's from Orangeburg with me as well. So
Yeah. I love that. Really? Wow. Yeah, that is awesome. Shout out to her. Because building websites is not for the faint. Okay. And it is great when you're able to outsource and give the expertise of someone else who builds them or can help you with your brand. So shout out to her. Shout out to her. That's bomb. Sis took pictures too. Sis took pictures. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So now I want to talk about a group, a collective of DJs. This group that I discovered maybe 3 or 4 years ago, and it's called R&B Only. I know a lot of people may have heard about them because it's like a collective of DJs who they used to, before the pandemic, travel to different cities around the US and host these massive parties, like with thousands of people there. And it was solely R&B music. Like there's a little dab, little razzle dazzle of some hip hop, or what the radio playing, mainstream hip hop songs and rap songs. But it was all the R&B that we love. And I am definitely a 90s kid. I'm here for 90s music. I am a music lover, hence the creation of this YouTube channel. But their parties are just off the chain. Like they're amazing. And honestly, every time they came to Charlotte, I went. Whether it was, I feel like I've gone to at least 6 of their parties and 3 virtual parties now. Yeah, because they had one New Year, they had a date night, and they just had a Valentine's Day night of R&B, which was amazing. So I suggest and recommend everybody check them out if you love good music, if you love great energy, good vibes. The DJs are bomb. They also introduce new artists to the audience and things like that with the different cities that they go to. But the DJs are so cool. Shout out to Tierra, the DJ, because she's a woman, but sis be holding it down. Like, ain't nobody touching Tierra. Okay, so shout out to her. She kills it every time they do like a battle of the sexes of the different DJs, and she kills it every time. So shout out to her. But it's fun. It's good vibes, good energy. Like we would love it. Our generation would love it. So I recommend everybody look into them. Get into it, especially while we're at home. It's perfect for a little night with your friends or a date night or something like
mm-hmm.
that. It's not always like a date night type of thing. It's R&B music, but you can also have fun with your friends or whomever, or family night or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna link them down below, and y'all check them out for their and get ready for their next event.
Oh, okay. Because R&B is good for the soul, and I love me some good R&B. If I could just have a DJ that just played nothing but R&B, because I'm not into the club like that anymore. Just because all that popular music, like it's good, but I don't always be in the mood for popular music. Like I just want to chill, have me a glass of wine,
Yeah.
and just listen to R&B all night. So I would definitely.
Yes. This is why we're here.
You're
Yeah.
right. You're right.
Yes. Yeah. This is why we're right here. This is why
Mm-hmm.
we sing, because the R&B music just sizzles all in my spirit. It
Yes.
just make you feel. No, it just.
It
I
really
like
gets
all music, but you know.
you. Sound good to me.
Yeah.
All right, so my next one, I got to do a 2-for-1. And the reason why I have to do a 2-for-1 is because it touches on finances and building into that home ownership. So the first one I want to go over is Steve Stack and his daughter Nia Stack. She's 8 years old, and they actually created a book. And the book really goes into details about how an 8-year-old should understand their finances, which, as you know, this is something that they don't talk about in school at all. And the reason why I wanted to acknowledge his is not only because it's a black man from Clemson, it's also an 8-year-old black girl that's creating this. And this is just very important. Like, this is a father-daughter bonding moment, and it's really highlighting the what we need to do to get forward, because Steven is debt-free. I want to be like Steven. So you gotta read the book so you can be debt-free too. Because of the way these student loans set
That
up.
part.
Yeah. Yeah. And so after you get debt free with Steven, I want you to follow my family member. I count her as a family member. I've known her since I was born, probably. So she is like another sister to me. Her name is Makita Middleton, and she has elite credit services. So she not only fixes up your credit, she tells you what you need to do to get your credit right so that you can be a homeowner. And my goal for the end of this year is to become a first-time homeowner. And she actually just did a live last week with a realtor explaining what you need to bring to the table before you go see a realtor, the pre-approval process, the buying process, and even after the buying process, and what fees may sneak up on you and things of that nature. So it's very important because, again, these things were not really taught to us. It's just like, hey, figure it out. So now we got people who are actually focused on trying to give us that information. So knowledge is power, not just specific school education, but education for life. So just remember that. So check them out.
Yes, I love that. Definitely shout out to Steven. I follow him too. I what he's doing with his children and his family is amazing. He is absolutely leading them to success and excellence, and I love to see it. I love to see it, and how he's such an inspiration for other men and other men, their families, and other parents and things like that. Like, we can do it. We can do it, and this is what this is about. The education is not just for one specific group. We all can do it, and we all can do it together. So I love that. Shout out to Stephen.
Big shout out to him.
Yeah, I love all that what you said, because we don't learn that. We learn, okay, you go to college, you get out, you get a job, then you can buy a house or whatever. They don't tell you the details and all of that. None of it. You
And
figure it
being in
out.
human resources, like, I realize I'm realizing a lot of the gaps. So a lot of
Mm.
people don't know what 401k really means. A lot of people don't really understand their benefits. They sign up for them, but they don't understand what it really means. And me starting off literally in HR, that was all new to me. I'm like, 401k, what's that? I know my grandfather said put money into it, but what is it really doing? Benefits. Okay. I want the highest one. Do I need the highest one? Need to really figure that out. So
Mhm.
yeah. So it's just a lot of gaps. And
Right.
as you find the gaps, that's when there are openings for you to push stuff out. And create your own business.
Mm. I agree. You're definitely one of them people. Because I remember when I first started college. Started college. When I first started working, I told HR, I was like, "Am I supposed to sign this? Do I need to turn? I need to do this one? Because I don't know." Thank God. I promise you. Thank God she was black, because she understood exactly exactly where I was coming from and how I just did
Mhm.
not know. And I did not know. I had no idea. I was always on my mama's insurance until I started like working. So yeah, so that is very beneficial. And thank you for being one of those people to usher younger people into actually knowing and being educated on their benefits and stuff like that. Yeah, that's very helpful
Mhm.
for you.
Oh yeah, because you don't realize how much benefits we leave on the table when we start these jobs.
That's right. That's right. Maybe we'll go into depth about that since you're an HR specialist.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. Um. Okay. I feel like I have. Gosh, I don't want to talk about food all day.
You can't go wrong with food. It's delicious.
This is true. How many more do you have? Let's see.
I have two, including yours.
Chanel. Okay, so so well now I'll keep going with the health kick. Like I said, I'm diving into like veganism and stuff like that. So I just want to shout out to the vegan and plant-based restaurants that we have here in Columbia that offer such a great variety of plant-based foods and plant-based meals. So many people feel like I can't go vegan, like ain't got no taste, ain't got no seasoning. Where the
Mm-hmm.
salt? You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So many people. I was never one of them people. I dived right into it. Like it was nothing to me. However, I know a lot of people that are like, I don't want to try it because I know it's gonna taste like celery and carrots. And it's like, no, you can eat some of the same stuff you normally eat, just plant based, made with
Mm-hmm.
substitute. You know, substituting whites, all the whites that we have in our cabinets, the sugars and all the flours and stuff. Substitute that for the healthier, more nutritious, and less acidic options.
Mm-hmm.
So, however, shout out to Reside, shout out to Rare Variety Cafe and a Piece of Soul kitchen. So I just had a piece of soul yesterday, and goodness gracious, y'all. Maybe I am a foodie. That thing. I had to
There's
hit the
nothing wrong
table
with
on
being a.
it. It's good. It's so delicious. It was literally like a Western barbecue cheeseburger. And you won't even remember that you're eating vegan because it's just that good. It like and once you get used to it, it's a no brainer. It's like nothing to you, you know. So shout out to them.
Mm-hmm.
All three of these restaurants offer some very, very, very delicious options. The menu changes every day. And I know something special about Rare Variety is they actually are farmers. So inside they have like a market where you can pick up those same spices and produce and the things that they use. Yeah, and all the supplements and the ingredients that they use for their meals, you can buy them to make your own meals at home. So I think that's very special. And they actually opened the latest out of all of the vegan options here in Colombia. They stay open the latest. So I love it. The atmosphere is great. It just feels good to pick healthy. So y'all, I, I don't want to be the one to say this, but don't go to McDonald's. Don't go to fast food. Like
Mm-hmm.
try to eat healthier and feed your body with the good stuff so that it shows on the outside.
Exactly. I just
Yeah.
I just started going dairy free and egg free. So I haven't even tried the restaurants because they're on the other side of town for me. But I'm about to
Yeah.
try them this weekend because trying to go to these fast food restaurants and everything got egg, everything got dairy, and I'm like, yeah, my body
Yeah.
does not agree with any of it. So yeah, you
Hmm.
talk about spices. I'm trying to learn to cook vegan-ish at home. I haven't given up chicken
Yeah.
wings yet, but I'm on a way there.
It's okay, sis. It's all right. See, the thing about it is, you don't have to be 100% vegan. Just
Mm-hmm.
pick healthier choices. You know what I'm saying? Not like they say, too much of any one thing is not good, right? So do you? I'll never tell somebody you don't need to eat such and such at all. Like, just eat this. No, do what works for you. I know what works for me. And like you said, dairy and all that, that's like the first thing I had to let go. Like, nah, I can't do it no more. And I have seen such an improvement in my health
Me
and just
too.
and everything. Yeah, like I'm pretty sure you feel it too. Yeah, like it's crazy and amazing how much your body changes based off of what you eat. And I mean down to your mood, down to how you think, the clarity in your mind, your mental health. All of that goes together, and all of that is our results and components of what you feed your body. So
Mm-hmm.
again, off my soapbox for another, but, you know,
I mean, since you're talking about
glad you're doing
health,
it.
I feel
Yeah.
like my next one has to go over health. So as you know, I've been telling people that I suffer from anxiety. And I found out I was suffering from anxiety by going to the ER because I was having heart palpitations. And everything was fine. Like EKG, textbook perfect and everything. And I was like, okay, but my heart's fluttering, so something's happening. And I have heart disease that runs through my family. And he's like, have you considered that you have
Mhm.
anxiety? And I was like, no. He's like, you probably need to. So I went to a therapist, uh, and well, not therapist. I went to a doctor, and the first thing she gave me was Zoloft. And she was like, here you go. And I was like, I don't want to take medicine. My first night on Zoloft was horrible. I woke up 2 o'clock in the morning, spilling my guts to the world. And I was like, no, I
Oh,
can't do this. This is gonna give me more anxiety just doing this. So I ended up going to a therapist. Deidre, she is phenomenal. She is a Black woman. She used to actually be a guidance counselor, and she switched over into the therapy world.
okay.
She tell it like it is, but she's helping me sort through all my anxiety. She's been giving me vitamin supplements to take instead of those medications. So I take magnesium, which is really good for anxiety, as well as she pushes, going outside more, getting that vitamin D. Just because it's so important between COVID, between anxiety and depression, vitamin D is very essential. So going outside and getting 20 minutes, 30 minutes of sun. So where I work, I don't have any windows outside. So she's like, okay, when you go for your lunch, go sit in your car. At least you can get some sun rays then. And I was like, oh, okay. She's like, what's wrong? You can't do it? Like, no, I can do it. She's like, okay, go outside and enjoy your vitamin D. And it made a huge difference. Like, I'm not as stressed when I come back into work. And human resources is so stressful. So this is one,
Yeah.
yeah, she's just been phenomenal. So big shout out to Deidre.
I love that. No, I'm so glad you're seeing improvements and how you feel and your anxiety and stuff like that. Like I hate to see, especially not my best friend, but I hate to see people who just have these bouts with like anxiety and mental health and things like that. Like I have my own stuff, of course. I'm such an empath though, so I'm glad that you decided to take the step to
Mm-hmm.
go and find help and get help. Once again. It ain't coming. It's dust. It's dust in here. It's heat. Yeah.
Oh no, I got you. It's
I
the same
promise.
thing here.
I promise. Just a little. You might get a little sick.
Yes.
So,
You promise it's
yeah.
not COVID.
No, I'm glad. I really am glad that you took that step. It is hard for a lot of people to
Mm-hmm.
say I need help. And I'm glad you saw fit to do so. I know it. Some similar story has definitely helped me, and it's not my time to tell my story, but I recommend that anybody who's even contemplating it, if it's in the
Mhm.
way of your head, go ahead and do it.
Yes.
I
You
take
won't
this.
be sorry that you did.
You will not. You have nothing to lose. It only helps you. Definitely gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Okay, so you say you have one more.
Yes, I do have one more.
Okay, so is it I go, you go, I go, or I go, you go?
I mean,
I
I
try.
can go again real quick.
Hmm?
I said I can go again real quick if you won't be last.
Well, no, because I have two more, and
Oh,
I want you by yourself. So okay, so I'm gonna just go and say I talked about them in my last video, but shout out to Masters Touch Massage Therapy.
ooh.
Y'all, this studio is bomb, okay? And shout out to them because they just got a new location in downtown Columbia in Vista, but I've never had a massage experience like it. Um, all black massage therapists, men and they're all amazing. It's a catered experience, and I love that. Like a friend
Mhm.
of mine, we went to, and the video is on the same YouTube channel, but our Valentine's Day, we went for a massage, and I mean, they just laid it out, red lights, roses on the floor, like saying, like I really, yeah, like that. Okay, I
Okay,
really,
customer service. Ooh.
yeah, I really loved it, and it's like you already going to take care of yourself, do a little self care, do a little relaxation, stress
Mhm.
relief, get the knots out, the tension out, and stuff. But
Mhm.
then there, you're treated like a queen. That's what we want, As women, we want that, And I mean, men, you be treated like a king there too. So, you know,
Mhm.
um, I love it though. I love the atmosphere. I love the vibe. I love the people. They're very personable, very professional. It's clean. Take your temperature as soon as you get in there. But they treat you right. They treat you right, and I will be a continuous customer there, client there. But I want to recommend them to everybody else. Like shout out to Masters Touch Massage Therapy. I really like them.
Yeah, shout out to them. Because if that
Yeah,
customer care is like that, baby, I'm about to be in there.
sis. It's like that. Yeah.
I'm ready for it. I love to get pampered, so I am completely ready for it.
We'll have a date and we'll go.
And you said they're in the Vista?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. So yeah, I'm gonna check them
Yeah.
out. That's next on my
Yeah, girl.
list. So I gotta go to Desi and them to get the facial massage, everything like it's
Yeah.
head to toe. Okay, I'm here for it.
Mhm. Yes, girl.
All right. So who I am about to recognize is the one and only my bestie, T herself, with the coffee shop online. And the reason why I am recognizing it is because I just got my mug in the mail and it says actually
I'm
Black
so
AF.
excited.
Since we talking about minding our black owned business.
Period.
And I love this mug so much
Yes.
just because it AF stands for so much for me. So with my forex and cryptocurrency family, we call AF and fruitful. The goal is to have as many black and fruitful beings in this world. We want to be successful. We want to keep grinding. So this cup means so much to me. So thank you, boo. Thank you. I love it already. I've been drinking tea out of it all
And I
day.
didn't even know that. That's amazing. And I love black and fruitful. I love that. I love that. And really, AF can stand for whatever wherever it fits. It can stand for thank you. Thank you for your support.
No
You
problem.
already know I'm coming back around. You already know that. One thing I'm gonna tell y'all, Elle is a real friend. Like, that's my real friend, and I will fight you about her. Okay?
Feel the same way about you, boo.
Period. Like, I say support and just being genuine and a real friend. That's my girl right there. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank you so much for supporting my new business and things like that. You know, real friends are very hard to come by, and support is very hard to come by. Usually, it's the people closest to you that do not support you. So, I'm very thankful and grateful. I thank God for Chanel. If it wasn't for her, this YouTube channel probably would not exist. No, it would not. If it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't have such a boost in confidence when it comes to my mugs as well. So, and then the fact that I get to grow my business with my best friend, she grows her business, like, and we just supporting each other and uplifting each other. I want us to be an example to other friends, family, black people, whoever. Like, it's not a competition.
Nope.
It never was. It never was.
You should just want your circle to be strong.
Right.
And you're supposed to support you got to support your circle. Like, if you're not supporting your circle, what are you doing?
What are you doing? And while we talking about supporting her circle, y'all already know I'm gonna go around to my girl, and I got my delicious candles right here. This is just it's peach whiskey. I savor my black vibe, but I whiskey, and I will definitely be getting the whipped strawberry and her new fragrances that she'll talk about in a little bit. But first of all, without even lighting it, I didn't even light it. My anxiety gone. Like, I'm good. I ain't even light it yet. Y'all. I love me some candles. I'd be in the tub with my little candle on. But my sis, like, look at the packaging. And it's a soy candle. She'll give you deets on her candles in a minute, but it's a soy candle. It smells like something you can eat. But this is me being a foodie. No, it smells great. It smells amazing. The packaging is amazing. Like, just the whole process of ordering is amazing. She has great customer service and everything. Like, you do that. You know what I'm saying? I go up.
Thank you.
Y'all make sure y'all wishes, get you some candles and room sprays, wax melts, and dive into other stuff too that we'll talk about. But y'all make sure you stay updated with what she got going on, because the summer's coming, new seasons come. You know, seasons change. She might have something new in the works. So yeah, check my girl out, okay? Doing it. And like I told you, even if I ain't had not a one business, when I didn't have a business, sis,
you were still buying them, girl.
Y'all get my girl candles, okay?
Still buying.
It's not even about that, you know. I am about the extra, like, come on, you know. But again, I'm gonna jump on the soapbox. I am. I can talk. But no, y'all see my girl candles. Make sure y'all go to the description box, check her website, check her IG. She always got some good stuff coming out. She does giveaways and everything. So check my girl. Check her live when she goes live.
Yes, happens a lot. On live tonight.
Oh, well, see, yeah, there we go. Perfect.